when you're looking for a .com, you can go out there on the web and just search domain names. And when you search domain names, just start thinking up names for your business that you might want to use, and see if they're available, or see if somebody else is using that name and has that domain name, that .com. I think a .com is important, but you can get newtechinventors.net or something like that. But newtechinventors.com, I think, is a little bit better. So I wanted a .com domain name, and I kept searching till I found one that was available. And you saw that list earlier in the videos that where I was trying to come up with different names that might describe my business. YouTube, when I got to the New Tech Inventors and got the logo, set up the videos, and I've done quite a few videos on here, as you can see. And this was my very first video here. As I started. Okay. You can hear that guy talk, but that was my very first YouTube video, and I hope I've gotten a little bit better since then. But doing the videos, also, of course, we're working on the website. Right now, the website's under construction. I had a meeting this morning, 3 hours, with the web designer, going over that. We're in the process of setting up the Facebook account for New Tech Inventors and so forth. We're expecting now mid-June to have the website 100% ready to go, online sales of some of the products, including the Helping Hand and its accessories, as well as the lap diner. So that doesn't give me much time, but that's a little bit about kind of rushing through from the very beginning of the whole concept of starting a business to taking a couple of ideas and creating a business around those, and using 3D printers to manufacture those products, and not to mention having to learn 3D CAD software, learn how to operate 3D printers, how to the editing software for the YouTube videos, setting up the YouTube channel, all of that stuff was a real experience. I've done more different things in the past year than I think I've actually had to do in any of the other businesses I've been involved in. But anyway, this is a little bit more about the business aspect of New Tech Inventors. I wanted to share with you, because I know there's some specific people out there that have asked me a little bit about patents and how you go about getting a patent and so forth. And when you go to the patent search on the USPTO website, you want to kind of look to see if there's something out there like the lap diner. So you search things like food trays and portable food trays, everything like that. And I went out there and looked and looked. And then you also go on Amazon and you search Amazon. Then you go out to the web and you just search the web for food trays and devices to find out if there's anything like your product already out there. Are you doing something that is like a chip clip? If I had decided, oh, that'd be a great idea, a little plastic clip that's oversized that'll seal up a bag of potato chips. But if I would have been wasting my time trying to do that, because they've already come out with it. It's already been invented. It's already been patented, I'm sure, and it's already been knocked off 10 million times. So you want to do those searches. Take a little bit of time on the computer, and you can find out a whole lot about your ideas and whether they're worth pursuing or not. So be sure and do that, and then if they look good, then of course pursue the patent search and search everything you can to find the closest thing. It also helps you to know what is out there, what options people have for eating, if they're going camping or if they're at a Little League ball game on the bleachers or sitting in a little folding chair at a concert or outdoor concert or something like that, or if you're in a big ballpark and you want to have some place to put your food, because after COVID's over and everything, you aren't going to have all that spacing. Last time I went to a ball game, you didn't have any place to set your drink. You had to hold it in your hand, and you couldn't even clap for the home team because you were holding this thing. Unless you stuck it between your legs, then you'd probably drop it or something. And so if you can come up with the idea of something that you think people could use that would be beneficial, that you think you could make and sell where it would be affordable, then I would advise you to pursue those ideas. And this would be kind of your checklist. You'd go down, and after the patent and everything, then you start perfecting the item. You have a lot of things down here that I'm still going through. Setting up your website to be able to sell these items, and getting the items on the website. And for example, if I go up here to shop, then it's going to pull up different items, and I can click on one of those items and it will come up with a price and description and so forth. And those are some of the things that have to be done. The other things are that you also have to look at social media, because if no one knows about your website, you aren't going to sell anything. So social media, including Facebook, and we're working on that now, trying to figure out, okay, what we need to do once we're ready to launch the website to get people to come to it. And I have a lot of different ideas, and I'll be trying some of those out to try to attract people that might have a use for either the lap diner or the helping hand or some of the other products that are coming along. I guess if there are any specific questions, if you can leave them in a comment, I'll try to do some follow-up videos where I can take questions that people were asking and try to answer them. Some of the questions I had are people thinking about starting a business and they just don't know what all's involved. I've tried to cover some of that. Also about the patents, what's involved in doing the patents and kind of what the cost is there. Speaking of cost, it cost me, I think it was about $1,100, $1,200 to set up my limited liability corporation with patent, with the attorney's office that did the patents for me. And that including filing, getting my federal ID number, getting my state tax numbers and stuff filed with the state. Also my initial minute book and so forth for the company. There's some cost, and as far as right now, the only cost I've had outside of just materials and printers and parts that I've purchased to build these devices has been the attorney's fees for the patents and for setting up the LLC. It didn't cost anything to set up my bank account. So really, those are about the only things I've paid out. So if you're starting a business, you don't, like I said, you don't have to use the patent attorneys for the patents. So you can do that yourself. Or you can manufacture parts without a patent. The only thing is that there's nothing to keep someone else from duplicating your idea. And even the patents aren't foolproof. There are ways that people can do something similar, but different enough that it doesn't infringe on your patent. And so the best thing to do is just try to come up with a good product, something that's very functional, that works, that's affordable, and get it out there and let it run and see if you can make some money off of it. So I hope some of this has been helpful, and I appreciate you for watching.